by the well.
Hello guys, hope you're alright, and today as you can see I'm back again with another video, and in today's video I'm going to do my first commentary video. But before we get started, if you guys do want to see any more commentary videos on the channel, remember to like the video, turn on notifications, subscribe, comment down below and share the channel. So yeah, today we're doing my first commentary video. It might be a bit crap because it's my first time doing it, but we'll give it a go. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first thing I'm going to be talking about in my commentary video is the fight between Logan Paul and KSI. Now, a lot of people probably already know this, but they have already had the first fight. It was in 2018 August. Actually ended up being a draw, and it was in the UK. But this time they're going to be fighting again on November 9th, and it's going to be in the US. So I have watched both of the press conferences, and before I say anything like my opinion on it, overall I just feel like it's not the same atmosphere as last time. Like last time everyone was like hyping it up and everything, and like a lot of people, you know, was excited to see who was gonna win, who was gonna lose, even though it ended in a draw. But this time it's like I don't feel like too many people are bothered about it. I could be wrong, but like there's not as many YouTubers fighting now, like, because there's one of the guys who took it over, I forgot what he's called. It's just basically, I think why they've highlighted Logan Paul and KSI is because they're both like pretty famous and stuff, and they've got a lot of followers. I think in a way that they're kind of being used a bit, so that's why they're putting them. Well, there's gonna fight each other anyway, but that's why they put them up against each other, because they're both like pretty big in that, and they're kind of where the money is. But yeah, as I was saying, I don't feel like it's the same atmosphere as the fight last time, and I've watched both of the press conferences. I probably, in my opinion, I feel like the UK one was a little better than the US one. In the US one, not much was said really. It was just, in my opinion, it was a bit crappy. Whereas the UK one, you know, that's where it seemed a bit better, you know. And it was more controlled this time, because in the last one, in the UK press conference, all the crowd was just shouting and stuff, and Logan didn't really say anything, and then he did end up walking off. And whereas this one, yeah, he seems to have a bit more confidence, and was actually saying stuff, but I don't know whether that's just sort of like to redeem himself from last time, whether he's actually confident or not. But JJ seemed quite confident in the UK one. Didn't seem as confident in the US one, so that might impact like the home and away thing, because he seems confident when he's in the UK and stuff, his home country, but then he doesn't really seem that confident when he's in like the US and stuff, so that could impact the fight. But they are doing no head guards this time. I think it's 10-ounce gloves, so they are going to be fighting. They're saying they're going to knock each other out. I'm assuming one of them's got to get knocked out if there's no head guards and there's no, it's 10-ounce gloves. I'll tell you who I think's gonna win. Now I might get this wrong. I don't really have like any reason to go with this, but I think Logan's gonna win. Now my reason for this is it's not that valid, it's just what I'm thinking. I think Logan's gonna win because he's in his home country, and as I was saying then, JJ doesn't seem as confident when he's in the US, but whereas when he's in the UK he seems pretty confident. And when Logan was fresh in the last fight, he seemed to dominate quite a bit. So my kind of answer is, if Logan conditions himself and gets a bit more like ready for this fight, I think he's going to win, because whilst he was fresh in the last fight, he was dominating JJ, and JJ couldn't really get near him. It's only when Logan started to get tired in the last fight, that's when JJ really started to, you know, take advantage of that. So yeah, I do think Logan Paul's going to win the second fight. I could be wrong, but like I was saying, the atmosphere just doesn't feel the same as last time. It's not as hyped up. It'll still be interesting to find out who wins up. We're talking about the Fortnite event that's coming up soon. It is the Fortnite event for season 11, because there is an event for every season. Now I feel like this event coming up is like one of the most controversial ones now. The event is called The End, and that in itself is a quite controversial name, because it could mean, you know, a lot of different things. But at first, a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, some people thought that Fortnite may have been ending, you know, because it's had its 10 seasons. You know, in some cases it would make sense for the game to just end, and you won't be able to play it anymore. Personally, I kind of agreed with that, But then I was thinking to myself, Epic and Fortnite are making way too much money just to end the game, and you know, not get all that money. So I was kind of thinking there's no way it can just end. And I don't think it's actually going to end. It's just because of the name being controversial. That's what some people thought at first. But like I said, there is an event happening, I believe, this Sunday. And there's a rocket at Dusty Depot, and I'm assuming that's the main thing to do with the event. We have already had a rocket launch happen in Fortnite, which is in Season 4. And I believe the rocket's back. I really don't know what's going to happen. A lot of people think we're going to get a whole completely different new map. I can probably see how they might think that, because we've had the same map for quite a while now. It just keeps getting changed. So we could get a completely new map. We could get 2 different maps. You know, who knows what could happen. But yeah, we've had this map for quite a while now, and I feel like with the end event, that name also being controversial could also mean that we are going to get a new map. But before it's anything else, this is like quite an exclusive thing. So if you do follow Ninja on Instagram, you may already know this, but he did post a picture that he found, and I think it was legit. It said like Fortnite 2 or Chapter 2 or something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, so that could maybe be hinting towards that there's going to be a second map. Now, I don't know, because I think they could just do what they always do, and it's a bit boring. They could just like change some places on the map and add some new places. But with the meteorite like being frozen in the air now, the cube's back, the rocket's back, you know. Like I said, who knows what could happen, because of all the things being back from earlier seasons in Fortnite, anything could happen. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about FIFA 20, and I'm just going to basically explain my thoughts on the game so far. It's been out for like a couple of weeks, I think. It came out on September 27th, September 24th if you did pre-order it. But basically, I'm just going to tell you my thoughts on the game at the minute. Now, when I first got the game on day one, I felt a massive difference in it from like FIFA 20 to FIFA 19, or FIFA 19 to FIFA 20, sorry. I felt a massive difference, and I was struggling to win any games, and I was getting beat off quite a lot of people. Because the learning curve between FIFA 19 and FIFA 20 is like pretty steep. But once you play FIFA 20 for a bit, you do get the hang of it. But my thoughts on FIFA 20 is, at the minute I'm preferring FIFA 19, because that was like one of my favourite FIFAs. But with FIFA 20, I really don't like some of the new features they've added. For example, with the penalties, I can do them, you know, like I don't absolutely hate them, but I do prefer the other ones. Free kicks, they're really advanced. That's a really massive learning curve from FIFA 19. Because with the free kicks, I've not scored one yet. Now, I don't know about other people, but they are really difficult, because you can get the direction on it. It's just the power and getting it, you know, into the corner where you want it to go. But along with FIFA 20 as well, I do think, I think it's kind of broke now. I'm not just being biased, but a couple of things have happened to me. I've had someone score a goal off like a handball. They literally punched the ball into the net. I've had a red card for standing behind someone. So I think FIFA 20 in a way could be described as broke, but I'm starting to get used to it now. At the minute out of 10, I'd probably give it about a 7 out of 10. There's just some things you can maybe improve and maybe fix the game to not be as broke. But yeah, I'm kind of starting to enjoy it. But one thing I do like is the new pack animations. That's probably the best thing they've added to FIFA 20. But yeah, overall I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. But I need to see some improvements soon on FIFA 20. So yeah, that's all we have time for today. So if you guys do want to see any more commentary videos in the future, remember to like the video, subscribe, turn on notifications, comment down below, and share the channel. This might not be my best video of me, but it is my first time doing commentary. So I've given it my best score, but you guys give me feedback in the comments down below. Tell me what you think was good about it, tell me what you think you can improve about it, and hopefully I can do more commentary videos in the future. But like I said, I hope you guys do enjoy, and in the commentary videos, I'll just, at the time of me making the commentary videos, I'll just be talking about relevant things going on at the time, like I've done with the Fortnite event coming up was pretty relevant. FIFA 20 has just come out, and the Logan Paul and KSI fight coming up. So I've talked about 3 pretty relevant subjects, and but yeah, let me know what you think, guys. Let me know whether you liked it, you disliked it, what you liked about it, what you think could need improving. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button and smash, and I will catch you all later.